Let's look at some alternate methods of solving equations with fractions. It is the same idea with what most books or videos will show you, but it is a little more straightforward because instead of one step it breaks the process of fraction alteration into two steps. So when I have this equation 3/4 x minus 1/2 equals 5/6, my first attempt will be to turn all the fractions that I see into fractions with common denominator. The denominator that is a common denominator in this case will be 12. So the first fraction I will multiply it by 3 in the denominator and 3 in the numerator. The second fraction by 6 in the denominator and 6 in the numerator. And the third fraction by 2 in the denominator and 2 in the numerator. The fractions are now 9x over 12 minus 6 over 12 equals 10 over 12. Now I can multiply everything by 12, and this 12 will simplify with all the denominators, so my equation is 9x minus 6 equals 10. And I'm gonna solve by adding 6 to both sides. 9x equals 16 and divide by 9. X equals 16 divided by 9. I can check my answer by plugging it in. So it's gonna be 3/4 times 16 over 9 minus 1/2 equals 5/6, and you can use your calculator to check that this is a true statement. Here is another example of an equation with fractions. There are 4 fractions in this equation. Don't forget that any whole number can be put over 1 to become a fraction. Again, I'm going to do the same process. I will make all these fractions with common denominator. The common denominator in this case is 30. I will multiply the first fraction by 6 and by 6, the second fraction by 3 and by 3, the third fraction by 30 and by 30, the last fraction by 2 and by 2. My fractions become 6 times 3, 18x over 30, minus 3 times 7, 21 over 30, equals 30 times negative 4, negative 120 over 30, plus 2 times 7, 14x over 30. And now I can multiply everything by the least common denominator, 30, and this will cancel all the denominators. My equation is 18x minus 21 equals negative 120 plus 14x. To solve this equation, I will subtract 14x from both sides. I will add 21 to both sides. I will get 4x equals negative 99. I will divide by 4, and x is negative 99 divided by 4. I will plug in the x that I found in the original equation to check my answer. So I will check 3/5 times negative 99 fourths minus 7/10 to equal negative 4 plus 7/15 times negative 99 fourths. When my equation has fractions and parentheses, the first thing I'm going to do is distribute so that I don't have parentheses, and then I will change the fractions to fractions with common denominator. So here I'm going to distribute first. 1/2 equals 3/4 times 2 is 6/4 x minus, and for the second distribution I'm going to simplify the 4 with the 4, so I'm going to get 3 9s. Now I can simplify a little more, the 3 9s into 1/3, but let's not do it. Let's leave it like this. Alright, so now I have an equation with fractions and no parentheses. and I can turn them into fractions with common denominator. The common denominator in this case is 36. I will multiply the first fraction by 18 and 18, the second fraction by 9 and by 9, the third fraction by 4 and by 4. My equation is 18 over 36 equals 6 times 9, 54x over 36 minus 3 times 4, 12 over 36. I will now multiply everything by 36 and the denominators will simplify. The equation is 18 equals 54x minus 12. I will add 12 to both sides. 30 equals 54x, and I will divide by 54. X is 30 divided by 54, or if I had simplified originally the 3 nines to 1/3, I would have found this in simplest form, 5 over 9. Again, I'm gonna plug it in the equation to check. So what will I check? I will check that 1/2 equals 3/4 parentheses 2 times 5 nines minus 4 nines, and it will check.